One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He's going to take off. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need...
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Chop. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got through on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield, it's Eaton. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Trying to barrel in. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Handoff from the gun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp period.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to pass. It's Eaton. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him. Get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Eaton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes his man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll move the tight end. The give out of the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Turning it on. He's inside the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll open the second half with a run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air, it's Eaton. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Rojas. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leading on this running game. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even got the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They'll try to pound their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
And And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Eaton. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Racing down the left side. At the 30. Inside the touchdown. Count. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Henderson. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
There he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Y'all got off?
And it'll be
Who y'all at?
physical pass defense.
You?
And this passing attack
Staying homeboys.
it hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Who you need from the logo?
Gets rid of it.
That's crazy. Y'all lost?
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because
And y'all lost.
they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Who the one? What do name was?
Because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. Here we go. Now they'll run the draw. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Eastern Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shame that might have been a little closer than Eagles fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Illegal blocking.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about